So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in into today's training, which is illustrations. My name is Patricia. I'm going to be conducting the training, and we have our leaders on here as well who will interject or help me out if I fall short, right? But overall, we are here to learn. We are here to perfect our knowledge of what we do. So Wednesday is illustration day, which is today, which is now. So again, just, pay close attention, take notes. And if you have a computer and a phone, usually, would encourage for you to maybe use your phone to listen, but use the computer to just plug in, follow me as I am, training. So that way you're also practicing at the same time. That is a good way of learning. It's hands-on. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. Sorry about that. All right. So this is where we were. We're just gonna continue from here. All right, case description. This is now, we've already done the EFA and the client says, I can afford to pay this amount every month. So, or I want, I can afford to have a 500,000 or $1 million policy. So for this reason, in most cases, you don't have to write anything here, but because it's written there and it's giving us an example, right? Sometimes I just say, let's omit it, but I think it's always good to follow suit. So here it says 5. That's the example they're giving you. So in this case, this Miss Jane says that she can afford to pay for $1 million policy. Is that 1 million? How many zeros is that? Okay. So doesn't that does that look right, guys? Hold on. All right. All right. I think that's what it says, right? We should do right exactly like that. All right. Let's see if it's gonna give us what. So when we go to career and product, it has to be where the client is at. Which state is the client? So I'm the agent and I'm in North Carolina. But if my client is not North Carolina, it's very important here. You have to remember, right? To always put where the client is at. So in this case, I'm gonna say the client is in Texas. All right. Product type, very, very important. If it shows you a yellow there, then it's needed. You need to indicate what product type you are going for. So here is Index Universal Life. We go to finding available products, and they have multiple products here, but the one that we want to use is the FG Path Setter. So we're gonna select this one here. All right, and then this page will pop up with all the client's information. All right, so case information here. Make sure, this happened to me not too long ago, guys. So, don't take it lightly. Always make sure before you start filling in the rest of the information that the client's information has been put in here correctly. The spelling of the name, the names, of course, date of birth, whatever information is very, very important. I omitted, one of the letters for the client over there, and you have to go back, and it's just a whole lot of shenanigans. But so yeah, so if you just double check yourself before you go to the next page, it's very, very advisable. It's a good thing to practice. So date of birth, we're gonna use a 32-year-old Jane for training purposes. So I will put here, I'll just guess, and I'll do 1993. 1993, let's see. All right, so that's a 32-year-old. Underwriting class, I'm just gonna leave it there for standard, right? But if you clicked on there, it gives you all different kind of tables, right? But this is the underwriter's job. Depending on how they approve this case, on which standard this can change. But as for training, I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. All right. And also, if you had to click on the underwriting guidelines, just in case you're writing a policy and you're not sure, if the client tells you, well, I'm 5'6" and I weigh 350 pounds, and you're not sure if this case would be, approved because of the weight, then at this point, you'll have to go here on the underwriting guidelines. It'll tell you exactly the limits or the weight that is accepted. Or sometimes clients will tell you, I am, maybe taking blood pressure medications, or my cholesterol is high. How high is your cholesterol? They'll tell you, well, maybe 6.5, and you don't know the guidelines, whether it's 6.2 or 6.4 with FNG that, is acceptable. At this time, you can, just click on this underwriting guidelines and it'll pop up, and then you can check and just make sure. Okay. All right. So here with solving, we're not going to do anything, but later on, we'll come back here and do different scenarios. At that point, we can use this, but just this first step, we're not going to do that. Remember, the first amount we put in there was 1 million, so that has to match 1 million, right? That's what we indicated in the first page. So death benefit options, right? If you click down on this arrow, it'll give you three different options. But the option that we'll go with would be option B, which is increasing for the most part, right? And then, of course, option A would be level. But like I'm saying, it depends on what client, the client that you have, and, what exactly they want and how they want this to be, designed. So, but for this purpose here, just we're trying to create this, for this young 32-year-old who wants to, grow their money and stuff like that. So we're going to put it down on increasing.
Quick question.
Yes.
At what age is option A will be the best?
This option A, say that again?
At what age, from what age will option A be the best option?
Usually, yeah, usually everybody is different. I think it's from 65, if I'm not mistaken. You can do maybe 60, maybe at 60, you want it to be leveled at 60. You can level it at 55. It depends how old you are and when you started doing this, and also, how you want this to be done. But like, as for me, if I have to level it, I think I'll level it maybe at 60 or 62, somewhere there. So
Thank you.
no problem. All right, premiums, very, very important here, right? It shows you the payment mode. How is this client going to be paying? Are they going to be paying monthly? Are they going to be paying quarterly? Are they going to be paying semi-annual or annually? Usually, two options here are advised. It's either monthly or annually. That's what I normally go for. Okay. But it also depends on the client. The client might say, I want to be paying this quarterly. Then you design it that way. But for the most part, we start with monthly, right? Especially for FNG, I think you have to do 1 month and then later on, do the wire transfer for the rest of it. But they are working on, finalizing that where we just, pay a lump sum annually at the same time of application. So we're going to leave it here. And then with the premium type, it's always a target, right? Not always a target, but again, the specified level, depending on how you want to design this. But these are the options here that will give you specified level, specified varied, or minimum. But we're just going to go ahead and do target. All right. Pay premium up to the year of 100. You can change it sometimes up to the age of 65. From 65, you stop paying premium. And then at that time, or 67, you stop paying premium. At that time, you just start, getting your money and stuff like that. You don't have to pay premium. So you can set it up. It's up to you. You can even set it up to where, depending on how you're funding your policy, you can say, well, I'm going to maxi fund it for 7 years. After 7 years, I won't have to, okay. Just one moment, sorry about that. Hey, Blake, I'm in training. I'll call you right back. All right. Sorry about that. So, yeah, so where was I? You can design it for 5 years and say after 5 years, I'm not paying anymore. You can say I'll pay the premium for 10 years. I'm gonna maxi fund it. After this, I'll just let it autopilot, which later we are going to do all those different designs for you to understand. But yeah, for here, we're just going to leave it here. But if you wanted to change and say, well, I just only want, or the client only wants to pay for, up to the year, maybe up to year 50 for this client who's 32 now, then this would be the place where you can change that, okay? All right. And then interest in credit option, crediting options. So these are the indexes, right, that they are using to grow your money, right? And this is by default, it's already put in there for you. You don't have to change it, right? You can leave it as it is because these are the best indexes. So they've diversified, right? Where Morgan Stanley is 50% and BlackRock market is 50%, which equals to 100. But in training, because this is what we have been trained as well, we just continue to do that. It can be changed. If somebody ever told you or came and said, well, as a client, the client might say, well, somebody told me that, the S&P annual, PTP 100 is better than, Morgan Stanley. You as an agent, you can now go back and show the historic performances of how these indexes work and also mentioning that, this Morgan Stanley is better and let me show you why, right? But I don't want to say too much about that. I'm just saying that these two indexes are the best that F&G recommends for us to use for our clients. However, like I was saying, we were also trained that we can diversify, right? Be a little bit aggressive. So instead of just leaving it 50-50 here, let's change up the numbers a little bit. But like I'm saying, it's up to you if you want to, get a little bit aggressive with the client. The client might just say, I'm good, with whatever is it, or you can make that determination. So I also want to plug those numbers just in case you want to know exactly what those percentages are, then you can pay attention here on how they're gonna add up to 100. Okay, so it'll be a 33% on Morgan Stanley, 34% on the annual 110%, and then also BlackRock with the 33%. Yeah.
Quick question. Let me throw you back on the age, the 120 and then the 15. I understand the 15 is the minimum years you can pay so that the policy doesn't elapse, right?
Right.
And you mentioned that if the person want to set up for maybe 60, 65, you can change it at the 120 to the year that
Yeah,
the
you
person.
can change it here.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Anything else here? I'm just going down. We don't change anything, okay? We don't put anything here. It's already, plugged in by default. So the only thing that we change is what we just plugged in right now. So after we do all that, right? Then we go to calculating results on the top right corner. All right. All right, we are calculating now. Here are the results. So we have the policy summary and we have the premium summary. So usually what I like to do is that before we talk about the policy summary, because now the client is anxious to see, all right, how much is going to be my monthly payments? How are my premiums going to look like? So first of all, we go here, make sure that, the client is settled with that. And then now when you go to the policy summary and explain, they can understand, knowing that they're comfortable with what the payments would be here. So this ledger here will open up, right? Where it shows us the descriptions of annual premium, which is 7,480. So this is how much Miss Jane is gonna pay total target premium, which pretty much the same thing, right? 7,480. Every month, the monthly premium, which is motor premium, would be 623.33. So you're gonna say, Miss Jane, with a $1 million policy, every year, this is how much you're going to be contributing, 7,480. And then with the monthly payment, it would be $623. And minimum premium would be what? 3,700, which is half of 7,480. Should you wish to make two payments in the year, which means one every 6 months. And also you'd go to the guideline single premium, which is 175,832. So you're going to let, the client that if by any chance you wanted even to maxi fund or whatever payments or whatever money that you put in there, you cannot exceed these guidelines. All right. And it indicates there for you in 7 years, which is 175,000. And then now you go to the guideline level, which is 34,434, right? And the 7 pay premium, which is 54,000. So most of the time, a lot of times people will ask you, what is the 7 pay? Does that mean paying, 7 years? No. The 7 pay meaning the highest amount, the maximized amount that IRS allows that client or Miss Jane to put in this account will be 54,450. Well, and that's how we encourage our clients. We say, if you have any more money that you can put in this account other than just your premium payment of 7,480, you can maxi fund this. Because you remember how we talked about, in the presentation, compound interest and all that. You want to take advantage of this because it will perform very well if you put more money other than just your premiums. And you can say, I'll show you, as we, do different things here to give you a better understanding. So you start with that and you say, is that okay? You think you're comfortable with these payment premiums? They say, well, I'm good with that. As a matter of fact, I will just pay for the whole year or maybe, I have 20,000 in my CD account that I would like to put here, which, you say, okay, we're going to demonstrate that. So close this.
Question, please. With a single payment, right, which is 175,000. So that means if he put that money in, he's not going to make any money again.
They won't allow you to put any more than that because that is the amount of money I think that you can pay in the course of 15 years.
Okay.
Yes, in the course of 15 years.
And the 54, can he pay that monthly if he has it, or it has to be yearly?
It has to be yearly.
Okay.
Yeah, if you pay it monthly, it won't allow it because now you're going to go above the guidelines.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's every year you can pay this 54.
Okay.
thousand. Thank you.
Good. Well understood.
Wonderful. So we go to policy summary. This is where now we're gonna, show our clients the numbers of how this account is going to perform. All right. So you're gonna start by demonstrating, well, these are the years, of course, and the age. So this client started at 32. Now, after 1 year, Jane is 33. That's the amount that they've contributed. And then this is the column where if you had to get any withdrawal or any loan, it will be under this column here, right? And then the cash account, account value is what the value of that, 7,480 that you have paid for the first year. Surrender value will be here, the accumulation, right? That interest that you earn is going to be recorded under this column. And the death benefit, you have to say, remember, Miss Jane, you say that you wanted, we are signing you up for $1 million policy. But as you can see here, right? That this death benefit is increasing or has increased, and it will keep on increasing over the years, which means, the value of your account every year will be added to your death benefit. And this is the reason why it's over 1 million, right? And then you're going to go to year, and then you're going to say, okay, so I want you to know that these premiums will never change. It will stay the same from beginning to the end, meaning it doesn't matter if you turn 50, they're not going to say like the term life where say, oh, now you're 50 and the term has lapsed, so you have to pay more. The premium amounts remains the same, and this account will run all the way up to the age of 120. So the client has to see that. And you can see at 120, you will have 23 million if you're still going to live, Miss Jane. And, your death benefit will be 24 million, right? So, and then once that is done, now this is where you have to now show your benefits, right? So you go to the fifth year, you're going to say, all right. So the second year, you can already see that now, you've started, earning that interest. And this is the money that if you wished you wanted to, that's that flexibility, that we say, and accessibility where you can access this money if you needed to, tax-free, right? So 2,555 is how much you've earned. But let's look at year 5. How is this policy, doing? You've contributed how much again? You've contributed 26,000. And now your surrender value, if you needed to withdraw any of this money, will be under here. It will be 20,000. Imagine if you get a loan, maybe of, let's say 20,000. You get a loan to yourself. You're not going to pay taxes, right? But with F&G, the only thing that you have to pay back to yourself, if you wish to pay back this loan, would be a 5% interest, right? You're paying back to yourself. But guess what? This money here continues to compound for you. Continues to compound for you. It's not going to be zero. But if you do get this money as a withdrawal, guess what? Then you are really interrupting this growth over here. And any smart person wouldn't do that, right? All these wealthy people that we see, they get loans from their investments. And this is one of them because it gives you that chance or that opportunity that you can still grow your money and, grow your money here, but you've taken 20,000, really, you've taken 20,000 out, but it still continues to grow for you. Somebody will say, all right, so do I have to really pay that money back? Well, the choice is yours. You can pay that money back, or you don't have to pay that money back. How is that going to be, calculated? If Miss Jen had to pass on, right? She didn't pay for this money, and then 15 years later into paying this policy, Miss Jen passes away. What's going to happen? They're going to say, all right, well, she has now 126,000 to her name, but before they can give that to the beneficiary, which is now that amount, they're going to take that 20,000 that Miss Jen got that never paid back. Got it? So, am I talking too fast? Let me stop. Does anybody have a question? No questions. Okay, thank you. So 15 years, let's look at how much Miss Jane has contributed, 126,000. How much can Miss Jane get out of that account? How much has that account earned interest? How much? 120, which is pretty much almost the same, right? 126,000. This, guys, is the power of what compound interest that we talk about. And look at the death benefit, accelerated. It's growing over the years.
At age
Right.
16, he has maximized it. 48.
Say that again, Atuku, sorry.
At age 48, he has maximized the amount he paid in. He can take all the money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can see as it goes on here, it's actually just compounding. It's compounding over the years. It's compounding over the years. So now, if we had to look at, say, for instance, this person says, well, I'm going to contribute up to the age of 65. Remember, Atuku, when you asked me the question,
Yes.
if you want to make it level from the year six, maybe, 66, from 65, it cuts off because now it's like I've retired at 65. I want to get my money. All right. I was contributing this money every time. And this, guys, is just based on the premium. This Miss Jane did not put more money. We're just illustrating on just the premium monthly, maybe yearly of 7,000. Remember, 7,480. But look at the age of 65 when Miss Jane says, now I can retire. I can retire from this job and just enjoy myself. How much money is this person or Miss Jane going to retire with or has earned? How much? Because you remember this gives us an opportunity also to grow this money, to invest for our future, right? So this is where it comes in, 662,000. How many people do you know that retire with that kind of money? Very few people in our community. Majority of the people, less than 100,000. And yet they've been working all these years from one job to another. Remember, because that 401k is what is a risky account. The growth of that account is upside down because it's tied to the stock market. People don't even think about that, right? There's also management fees that we are paying over the years. And then there's also taxation. When it comes to all that, people are retiring poor. That is a true fact. So here, look at that, 662,000. That to me is mind-blowing. If we had to help families and set them up for something like this, the world would be in a better place. Do you agree with me? It
Sure.
would be. It surely would be. And imagine if this Miss Jane was even putting a little bit more money in here. 10,000 here, 2,000 here, 3,000 here. How much would it be? A lot of money. So at the age of 71, Miss Jane now is a millionaire. Wow, a millionaire. How many people? I don't know anybody who's a millionaire from, any of my friends, honestly. And I know some friends who are that age who retired here. I saw them retire. They don't have no 1 million. Because why? They never had this kind of an account. That's why we have to be vigilant about this account, guys. There's so many people don't know about this. And I can tell you, a lot of us on this call, how many are we? When this information was introduced to us, it was for the first time we were hearing it. How many other people are in the same situation as we were? So many. And it will take us, right, to reach out and talk to them and educate them about this thing. Anyways, so moving on, we looked at what? We looked at 74. All right, at 72, at 71, Miss Jane is now a millionaire. At 74, 1.2 million. Look at the death benefit. If Miss Jane, something, God forbid, something happened to Miss Jane, and then, she passes away, what does she leave behind? A legacy, generational wealth for the children, for the family, 2.2 million. This is different. This is very different from a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe happens now with that person that never had this kind of a plan. And that's why we're trying to educate our people so that we can deviate from that. From people contributing to 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. It'll pay for the funeral. Then what happens after the funeral? How do the children continue to live? How is your spouse going to continue to take care of everything with one salary now? It's not two. If you're a single parent, it's even worse because now those children are in a bad place. But if you had to leave 2.2 million behind for them, oh my God. That is amazing. And that's what we are trying to do here. So again, at the age, if you look at the age of 85, or at the age of, let's say, Miss Jane lives up to the age of 90. They said the 90s are the new, it says the 90s is the new 75 or something like that. I've seen 90-year-olds that look like, oh my goodness, what are they eating? You know, look at that. They'll be jumping around with 3 million. All right. But this is just me going on and on and on, but this is just the power of compound interest that I'm trying to, you know, kind of like emphasize for you guys to see how these numbers triple over the years. So, anybody with a question before we go anywhere? Okay. Well, nobody's saying anything. Is anybody even listening to me?
Yes, ma'am. We are following.
We are here.
We're here.
We are all here listening to you.
Listening. We're listening.
That's better. That is better. I was like, okay,
Wake up.
am I boring? Am I boring? So,
Not at all.
Patricia, I do
Good.
have a quick question.
yes,
This
ma'am.
is Kimberly. What's the minimum? Can you remind me what's the minimum the face value can be?
It was half of it.
You're saying on here or just in general?
Just in general.
For an adult or for
For both adult and children.
okay, for a child, the minimum I think is
Half of
is
the
it 50?
adult policy.
Yeah, that's what I'm for a child. I think it's 50,000 with F&G. Can you guys leaders? Does anybody know? Maybe that's not the correct one, but I think the minimum, the lowest is 50,000 for a child. Am I
Okay.
correct? Gigi, are you here? Dear Jane? Dr. Mputu?
Yes, I think 50,000 is the minimum for both, for
Okay.
children and adults.
Okay. I just
Okay.
wanted to
Okay.
make sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
can I just add something? Can you click on policy summary?
Yes.
Yes. Can you please go up to 65 years? All right. Right there. Okay. I just want to mention here, you see, at 65-year-old, the person is going to retirement and they've been investing or contributing in their account for 33 years. So if you multiply the 7,480 multiply by 33, because it does not appear here, this person has invested 246,000. 246,000. Did you make that calculation? 7,480. You can use your calculator. Multiply by 33. You see, 33 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the total is 246,840. So this person has contributed 246,000. But look how much they have on retirement.
Wow. Well, Dr. Mputu, you know, this is the reason why we encourage everybody to just don't say I already attended this training last week, 2 weeks ago, and I'm not gonna attend this time. I think I got it. Because it never really dawned on me to do that calculation, because when you do this illustration with other companies, that amount of contribution that the client has contributed is indicated in that column, but here it doesn't show. So all it shows is the value and the interest accrued. But I never thought that the years plus, I mean, when you times the years plus the premium, the annual premium will give you the total contribution, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you, Dr. Putu. Did somebody learn something?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Putu.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's the power of these trainings, man. We're discovering things every day, because as you discover something, when you come to training, come and train us. Come and tell us about it and everything, so we can be great. So you see how, the way he has explained it, next time when I'm training, I'm going to add that for the people that don't know about it or who are not here today, they will also hear and learn it, right? So that's awesome. Yes, Monique, you have your hand up.
Yes, I just wanted to add something to what Dr. Mputu just said. There's another way to find out without doing the math with your own calculator.
Okay.
So we can go back to that first page where there's a patient name and let's go back to that first page. Yeah, here. It says somewhere review and sign illustration. So we click on that, and then all the summary with the calculation will be there.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I know when you go over there to show every 10 years, right?
Yeah, let's
Show
find
yeah.
the illustration page on
Yeah.
this one.
I know that one, that, when you come over there, it will show every 10 years how much you contributed and everything like that. I think it's number 12. What number is this? Page 11, maybe?
Yeah,
Right
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
this
like
one
this
here.
page because it gives you everything you've been doing 10 years, your contribution, so you can compare to your surrender value as you
It will
go.
show you here that this is how much you've contributed, how much this client contributed, right? 63,000. This is how much interest earned, and this is the accelerated death benefit.
Yeah, so if you want to go see that age 65 that he was talking
You go
about,
to you go to age 65 right here, okay?
yeah. So because they do 10 years, I mean, we see here at age like 72, he have contributed for 40 years and the amount is $299K. And then when,
right
yeah,
here. It's right here.
no, I was looking at the other side of it to see how much money is being put it already in this.
Oh, yeah,
policy.
right here, 299.
Yeah.
Yes, 299. Yeah. So you've contributed. So this client contributed. The premium outlay is 299, but look at the value
is
and look at how
600 and
the surrender value is. Oh my God, guys, are you seeing? Did you see this? You see how powerful that is? 299 is what Miss Jane contributed, right? At the age of 72. But you see the value? Do you see how much interest they've earned? 1 million. How about that? Wow. That's it. That's wonderful. All right. Dr. Mputu, I know you're studying this thing. He's looking. And then, oh, well. Yeah, this is good. This is good because usually we just go on the ledger, we talk and we explain everything, but sometimes it's also good to come back here, especially for us agents, right? So that you can see every 10 years how it's calculated and how your money is growing, because it shows you exactly what Dr. Mputu said in the ledger there. When you times the premiums plus the year times the years, that it will give you the exact amount that this client contributed. But when you look at the surrender value, oh my God, That's when you see the power of compound really here.
Yeah. And also, you see, the highest values when we show here, this person became a millionaire in cash 1 year before 72. So, and then this illustration is done with the interest rate. If you see the interest rate of 6.79 on,
Yeah.
that is the average. It can be less or more than this one,
That's
but
right.
we just illustrates on 6.79. But
Exactly.
when we look at the average for the past 20 years,
Mhm.
now it's above that is about 10%,
That's right.
10.5%.
That's
So
right.
if it's gonna perform on average of 10.5%, so this person will become millionaire
Even before
around
then.
65 before that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So, all right. Good to know. So, guys, you know where you can go here, right? If you wanted to come and double check, it's page 10. Once you go to the preview and sign and do something right there, this page will open. And then, of course, it's very important for you to also let the client know that, you know, this is exactly what this policy comes with, right? All these benefits. This is a wealth transfer. It says it's cash value accumulation, coming with living benefits and supplemental riders. So you show them that. And then, of course, you go to page 10. That's the power there. That's when you can see, and they can see how exactly they contributed. That is not showing in the ledger over there on the summary, on the policy summary. Come and show them here and say, look at how much you contributed and look at how much in 20 years or in 30 years that you're going to have, right? And that's just based, like Dr. Mputu was saying, these are just on historic, this is just a non-guarantee, but, you know, it can perform and do way better with the indexes that we are using and everything like that, which is, you know, open cap and stuff like that. All right. Let me see here. Can I? Oh, cool. This thing locked. Because I went to sign and everything. Oh my God. Okay, valid and whatever has been locked. Okay.
Even we didn't sign, and it's still locked.
No, we didn't. I'm just trying to get back to get out of
So
it.
you can get
Down there, it says unlock.
It says unlock. You can go a little bit down this page. Yes.
Yeah. Right here.
Unlock illustration.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
Now return to illustration page. Input. Yes.
now here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the next thing now we have to do here? Somebody had said last time we didn't do $1 million baby. I would like to do that because I think that it's important for people to see as well, because we are selling policy for babies as well. But Justina, you have a question before we go to the next thing? Or was that from the first time you asked the question?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I don't know if it's really, you mentioned about the yearly premium and the monthly premium. What happened? Because I've been having this situation. I'm about to call them again. When are they gonna like finalize to put in the yearly premium? Because I selected a yearly premium on one of my policy for a teenager. And they sent me a letter here now, and it was drafted yearly, but they're sending me a letter here now saying they're trying to make a deduction from the account. It was rejected, but the premium was yearly.
Yes, they're actually working on it. So with F&G, usually, like I'm saying, they have not finalized the annual premium where a client can just pay if it's 3,000, the whole 3,000. So what they do is that you have to just put monthly when you are putting an application, even though you know that the client said, that they will pay for the whole year. Put 1 month for the first month deduction, and after that's deducted, then there's a form. I think that's the form. I don't know if that's the same form that you received, but there's a form, where you have to do the wire transfer for the rest of the premium. So you just deduct 3,000, and if 7,000 or another 3,000 is the balance for the whole year premium, then you just, deposit that and wire it directly. You go to your bank and they wire it directly to them. So that's, we are hoping, they're saying maybe by April, I think, if I'm not mistaken, though. Don't quote me on that
Is there
one.
someone that I know I'm kind of new to this company. It's a new time. I believe they shouldn't, it's just my opinion, they shouldn't have put yearly if they know it was not actively. They should have actually succeed in the yearly process instead of giving us an option for monthly and then add yearly. And then when you select hourly, now that I know that I can no longer select yearly, I have to do monthly and then later on change it to yearly. But we did the changing process and it was in fact, they still turn around and send me a letter.
Well,
It's very
so
frustrating.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I think the reason why they put it up there, even though I understand what you're trying to say, but also they want to make sure that people know that you can pay for the whole year. However, that whole year you can only pay for the first month. So if the agent, this is why we are training now, right? When you train even the ones that have not written a policy yet. So if you have a client that says, I want to pay for the whole year, so you will be the one to explain, to say, okay, with this company, they're actually working on where we can pay the whole lump sum. So what we can do is we're going to make 2 payments. The first payment will be just the payment to actually activate your account. And then the rest of the money, I'll get a form and I'll help you fill in that form where you can do the wire transfer to send the balance. So once you actually articulate that in the beginning, then the client understands. And I see that sometimes it can be frustrating to a client because you did not tell them that in the beginning, and then now this becomes a problem. Okay, so hopefully this problem is gonna be sorted out. If I'm not mistaken, it's this year in April. That's what I was told. But hey, it's FNG, right? It's FNG. So so just make sure with everyone on here that if you get a client that wants to pay for the whole year, please explain to them that we're only gonna do 1 month for right now, and then the rest we're gonna do a wire transfer. And with that being said, I think Monique, Monique had that experience because she's done it more than one time. Can you explain exactly how it's done, please?
Yeah, so when you selected the yearly, you have to select it in the application. And after that, you're gonna need to do the wire transfer. And it's pretty straightforward. You go to your bank and you put the money there, and they're gonna send it to FNG, and it's done.
You hear
How
just
mine was done too, but I get a letter here saying that they're trying to do another withdrawal for a monthly premium, but it was selected yearly. And then we did a wire transfer, but I'm about to call them because I'm not going to even call the clients because I know she's going to upset.
Yeah, no, you can't call a client
So-
like that when there's a problem. Always sort it out
Mhm.
first before you can let the client know. So in that instance, well, okay, Dr. Mputu, go ahead.
Yes, I wanted to say this. Is it Justina? I wanted to
Yes,
check,
yes.
did you open an account for that client, the FNG policyholder account?
What you mean?
Okay, so what you do, firstly, when you do the annual premium,
Mhm.
you do the wire transfer, and you will continue doing wire transfer on a yearly basis when you put annual. But if you change it to monthly, the monthly will continue. For you to change it to annual, you need to go, I don't know.
No, it was never changed to monthly. It was in doing the application process, it was selected for yearly. So because it's my first time,
So here,
we
you
didn't
said you
put in the
did it
bank
yearly here.
information. So we did, and the wire transfer, which was successful, because the client actually they charge them for the extra for the wire transfer, there was an extra charge, which she was upset about too. So, but later I told her, I can reimburse you because this is something myself I'm learning. I'm new to this company. It was just a bunch of chaos. We went through that. It was successful. They did the wire transfer, and now they're sending me later. That's why I say I'm not even gonna give it to the clients because she's gonna be like, what,
don't
cancel
do
that
that.
stuff.
Yeah, just call them and
Just
sort it out. So
go to you see where we enter the petition. That's a welcome page for FNG. Like you can, yes. Here, when you click on login, yes, you see the second one says policy holder. Can you see that, Justina? Policy holder. You click on that, and then you open an account, a policy holder account for your client. You are muted.
But Dr. Mkutu, that will require a password.
You create when you open this policy holder account, you put the policy number, you put social security, and you create your own password. And in here, you can start changing everything. You can put it monthly, yearly. You can change even the amount of monthly premium. So you do it freely.
A question, Dr. Mkutu, then, if the policy owner also want to open an account, wouldn't it be duplication?
So this is for the policy owner. You are opening for the policy owner.
Okay, so you give the password that you created to the policy owner.
Yeah,
and then
you
can
are
change it
asking
later.
them to open their account. It's not yours. So
Okay.
you are opening for them. You are with them.
Okay.
You open for them, and then here you can make it monthly.
Can you click on it to see what will be the option, please?
Yeah, it just a ID and password, username and password.
All right.
And you go to register. You see register. Yes, that's where you register now the client. So if the client has 5 policies or 3 policies, all the policies that his owner gonna appear there. You can follow up on the dates of payment. You can change the date. That if your draft date is the first, you say no, I'm paying rent on the first. I want to put it on 15. You don't have to call. You just enter here. You change it.
Gotcha. So what about like lump sum or additional? You can still change it.
You can also put there if you want to give a lump sum, and you put the date, and you also put the banking details.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if someone selected monthly for a premium, and then after a while you call them, you say you come here, you put it yearly, you put the amount, then they will select that amount. They will be able to take the amount from here. But after doing this, if you want peace of mind, you can still call to say that I've done this online. I just want to make sure if it was well done, and then I want the next premium to be next year in March. So it's easier that way. And then your client, because it's a account, like a bank account, they need to follow up their accounts to see how much the cash value is growing, how much the surrender value. So if each and every client has their access to their account like this, they can monitor their account over time. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for explaining that, Dr. Mputu. All right, so now we're here. I don't know what time do we have? We normally do this up until it's 1 hour, right? Is it 1 hour, 15 minutes, or 1 hour? Do you want me to do the $1 Million Baby and right quick, or people are done for today?
Oh, I think with this account, let's go with the lump sum and then the income stream.
You want to go with the what?
Doing the lump sum and then do the income stream.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna change it here. If we said, like you were saying, this client wanted to pay a lump sum, right? Wanted to pay
Yes.
a 7-pay, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're gonna,
sorry, ma'am. So if they want to pay a lump sum only,
no, not lump sum. If they wanted to pay 7-pay, I'm trying to do a lump sum will be here. Okay. We can do that. Let's look at the numbers first so that when I do a lump sum, you can see the difference. All right, so you can see how it's looking here, right? First year, it's 0. Second year is 2,500. In the 5th year, it's 20,000. So if we can write those numbers down, you'd see that by putting more money here, the premiums would, of course, do better. Return of premium will look better than it is if you're just paying the regular monthly premium without maxi funding it. So if we had to do that lump sum, the lump sum will be right here, right? So Antuku, you have 10,000 that you have in that savings account at Wells Fargo. Now that you've learned that this account is way better than Wells Fargo, you want to put that 10,000 when you open this account, right? You want to give it a push. So we put 10,000 there as a lump sum.
Why? We have 4 options. Why did we choose the external none?
Because this is money that is coming externally, so you're not getting it from here or from any policy. It's
Okay.
money coming out from your other sources, right?
Okay.
So the first year, remember we had 0?
0.
How much do you have now?
6,326.
How about that? You see that difference?
Yes.
In so many, I mean, we've put 10,000 in our accounts. I'm sure majority of us have put 10,000 in our accounts and be sitting there for bills, for emergencies and everything. But after 1 year, would you see that kind of an interest?
No.
After 5 years, we said it was 20,000 after 5 years. But look how much it is here now, after 5 years. 12,000 more. Yeah? So when you put more money, it'll actually, so this is just an example. This is just a one-time 10,000. Imagine if you have to put 10,000 every year extra or 5,000 every year extra. The numbers definitely are going to look way better. The money is going to grow for you better. So instead of putting money elsewhere, because sometimes, trust me, not sometimes, I've seen agents who still use the bank and have $150,000 in the bank from your earned commissions and everything. Why is it sitting there? Why do you have 100,000 sitting in Wells Fargo or Bank of America? Honestly. And you have an account. It's not that you don't have. You have an account, but you choose to put money there. Oh, for emergencies. For emergencies, you can put maybe 10,000 for emergencies, but don't put 50,000 in the bank. Take that 40,000 and put it here. Putting it in a bank is a waste because you're not earning anything. Imagine 40,000 if you put 40. You see 10,000, it gave us almost 6,000. Well, that when you
6,000.
with the 7 comes to like 17,000. But look at the interest that it gave us. Imagine if you put 40,000, how much would it be? And yet you put it in the bank thinking, oh, you still think the bank is the safest thing. And yet you are teaching people the bank is not the route because you're not earning anything. But you still put 20,000 in that and it's been sitting there for the past 6, 7, 8 months, 1 year. Why? Anyway, it's just my observation. So we have to be mindful of those little habits that we have because we're so used to these things that we do, for so many years, and we can't break away from it without sometimes even realizing, no, these things that we are learning, we have to apply it. Every detail that we learn here financially has to be applied to our lives before we can even tell other people, oh, this account is good. put money here, maxi fund your accounts, and yet you're not maxi funding yourself. Why are you not maxi funding your account? Sometimes you get a interest, commission of 10,000. Please take even 2,500 out of that and put it in your account. If you have bills to pay with that, tell yourself a certain percentage of my commission every time I get it is going to maxi fund my account. You'll be amazed after 2 years, 3 years, how much money you're going to have. Don't wait until, well, I'll start doing that when I start making 50,000. I'll start doing that when I start making 25,000. No, even if you make 5,000, get 1,500 and maxi fund your account. Right? It's just, it's just me advising there. You can take my advice or not.
Well noted. Now, I want to start drawing retire of age 45.
Okay. At age 45.
Yes.
So age 45, I think then we put it here. 46, yeah? So 45 is stops, then you start withdrawing. Or let's just put in 45. 45 years, or at the age of 45. So that would be age, not year, sorry. So 15 years, this person is because this person now is 32, right? So let's do the math. Let's do the math. All right.
They'll have
Do
to
the math.
we have to go to solve.
No. We can put the age here on when you want to stop contributing.
Okay.
So this person is 32. Say, for instance, you are 32. When are you going to retire? At the age of what?
Let's say 65. So that would be 32. So that would be 33.
Okay. So year 33, age 65. Okay, let's see what this is gonna look like. All right. So at the age of 65, you stop contributing.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't take that 10,000, guys. You see, that 10,000 has given us so much money.
Yes.
But yeah, that 10,000, that was in a CD account, or that was in a Bank of America. You see, because you put it there one time. Man, guys, this you should just try on yourselves, right? Agents, before we go to anything, try on yourselves, do this illustration, and just tell yourself, if I had to put 20,000 every year in this account, your account that you have, you design it, see how much it's going to be by the time you're retiring, or at least in 20 years. You'll be amazed. After 10 years, it grows. The numbers are just like mind-blowing. So yeah, anyway, this, if you had to, hypothetically, if you didn't have to put that 10,000, whatever it is, that's money you have anyway, doesn't matter. But at 65, you're not contributing anymore. You've retired. You don't want to put more money. You have enough money here to cater to, this policy to run all the way up until the age of what? 120. Without you putting money in it. You stopped putting money. Okay? Where is it again? You stopped putting money at the age of 65. And at that time, I would like to do the math, Dr. Mputu. Like you said, 7,480 times 33 years. How much does that give you? I want to see how much Miss Jane contributed.
Plus 10,000.
No, it's already contributed. I mean, the math is already here because these numbers are already, yeah. So let's just do the math. How much? Because this is already configured, yeah? So how much is it, Dr. Mputu? Can you do the math?
33.
133.
That's 70.
Are you sure?
No,
Katush, can
because
you do
he
that math?
contributed. The contribution at 65 is 7,060. That's the 748 is the annually, the money that
Yeah.
is giving
No,
like yes.
what I'm
So
trying
his
to
contribution
Mhm.
his contribution is on the other after the loan and the withdraw
Yeah.
column.
Yeah, what I'm trying to understand, you see this column does not show us the total contribution of this client, right? Dr. Putu showed us a method which we can go to the illustration pages to look for it, but we can do the math right here. 7,480 times 33. How much is that?
That's 246.
246 is
Yes.
how much Miss Jane has contributed
Yes.
all the way up to the age of 65. Now she's retired.
Yes.
But look how much money she has earned.
And even if we add the 10,000, then it's just going to be, what do you call it? 256. The lump sum that he added.
Exactly. If you minus that, exactly.
Yeah,
But
if-
but that 10,000 has really given a
Yes.
good push, because that 10,000 has compounded over the years from the
Yes.
time you put it for 33 years. It has compounded for you. So now look, 233, and then you have 760. I mean, are you not going to smile? Are you?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes,
Are you not going
yes,
are you not going to get, some kind of money to give to those orphans, and feed them for the whole year? Because the money is here.
Yes, 500,000. Yep.
That's what I mean. Because you made a change. You made a decision. You see, the knowledge, the discipline, and then you made that decision. And that decision, look at the results. This is powerful. This is really powerful. That's why sometimes I get confused when I'm telling people about this and they don't get it. It's like I can go inside their head and open it and fix the brain a little bit.
Trying to fix to do something.
This is powerful, guys. This is powerful. So yes, this is one scenario, but you wanted to do something else.
Yeah, the last scenario is if you start withdrawing money at age 60 when we go to the solve income stream.
Okay, yeah. So let's go to the solve. Oh, here. And then that was income stream.
Income stream.
And then cash value 1,000. Did we only changed the loan? Okay, let me see that. So you said starting at what, 60?
Yeah, that's 65. I think that's
No, but you don't want to, you say you want to start withdrawing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You want to
66.
start withdrawing at the age of 60, you said.
66.
60 who?
66.
Oh, you want to, okay, 66, all right? And then for 25 years, right? Let's just leave it as that. And then there was somewhere where we have to put the amount. Is it right here?
Actually, we don't put the amount, do we?
Yeah, you have to say how much money you want to start taking out. Or we do something and then that thing. Let me
How will
see.
you?
Okay.
Yeah, you do know how much you qualify.
Sorry, man. Sorry, don't go yet.
Yeah, there's somewhere we have to put the amount you want
Yeah.
to be taking out. If
Exactly.
it's $40,000 a year, it has to go somewhere.
Yes. Before that, you see where it says income mode. You can put it annually because you want to be getting money annually.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
then the loan, you can click on that loan.
Withdraw.
Yeah, we keep loan. Yeah, we keep loan. No, loan.
Oh, loan. You don't withdraw?
Yeah, we don't withdraw. We keep it on loan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we go to that where you say amount. It says
The cash value.
value. Yes. You can put, let's say, 30,000. Yes. I think we put everything. Huh?
Yeah, let's see if it doesn't come out right. What happened? Do you see what was that? Okay, let's see. So we income stream. Okay. What happened? Let's calculate and see. I don't know.
There we go.
Let's see. So you said at the age of 65. Oh, there we go. Oh, why is it showing 54? We said 30,000.
No, I don't think we need to put an amount though.
We do, because you have to tell them how much money you need to take out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just don't know why it's giving us, we said 30, so it has to, unless we didn't change it before, guys, when we were doing the lump sum. Let me take the lump sum out. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
All right. I just want to make sure that we solved for income stream. Why is it not opening up?
Need to click on details.
There we go. Yeah, okay. So you see, we put 30,000 starting at the age 66 for 25 years. Okay. And we put it annually. So everything looks good. So I don't know why it was acting up. All right, we did it okay. Let's see now. Maybe it was that 10 grand that was still showing. I don't know, the lump sum. Because it was showing that every year we are still putting that lump sum. Okay, so 66 years of age. All right, so Dr. Mputu, this is doing the math for us. He said, based on this,
the system is
maybe
working.
we can't take 30, we can take 41. Yeah, 30 is too small. Yeah, so 41, say, let's assume 41,000 is how much you wanted to take every year. You can take that, okay? As you can see that, you know, it's going on, you're not putting any money, and you can take that money. You said you want to take it for 25 years. Even
till 91
look,
years.
So
Still
no,
have money.
you still have money. So why not take 80,000? Eat your money while you're still living.
Let's see.
You want to take
You know,
80,000,
why are you leaving all that money? I know I mean, the beneficiaries will have
Next
plenty. You still have
generation.
to enjoy your life.
you need to decrease the number of years. If you want to take
Exactly.
80,000, maybe you put it for 15 years.
All right. So right here, you're saying? No. Where did you want me to decrease?
Details.
Is the amount, the cash value?
Details. On the
Details.
details.
My brain just died for a minute. God, please wake me up.
So for
Details
details.
next to income stream. Income stream. You click
Okay.
on details.
Yeah, income stream. There we go. I'm back, guys. I'm
Yeah.
back. All right.
Then you click
So
on details.
where are the details?
On the right.
Next.
Just
Next.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think I'm getting tired. You know, I'm the oldest on this platform, right? Well, not on this, but in this meeting today. Who else is here? I think what's his name? Papa Michelle is not here. If Papa Michelle is not here, I'm the oldest here. So
Even Papa Michelle says he's the youngest.
All right, let's do that.
We have Mr. Edward. He's 65.
Mr. Edward, is he here? No, not in this meeting. I'm saying this training right now. Is he in here? Is he in this class?
No.
If he's not here, then I've passed. I've passed for your elder. I'm just joking, guys. Don't take it personal.
Yes.
It's okay.
All right. So, you said we wanted to change it to how many years we want to take this money?
15 years.
15 years. And can we take a little bit more than 30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do 60.
How about I want to be jolling, to be going vacations, yeah, from one place to another. Let's see this money. Let's see. This is gonna give us freedom of a lot of things, time, you know, freedom to just have a quality life and everything. I'm telling you. So,
No,
okay, it says 80, Patricia, is too much, okay?
it's too much.
So 52, because of course, you see this policy, but if I was maxi fund, imagine if you're maxi funding it. You can take 120,000 every year for the, until you are gone. Because me and Dios has done this before to see. It's amazing. But look at this, okay? With just 200, how much money did you put again here? 200 and what? 30 something thousand? You contributed 200 and something.
246,840.
Imagine. And then you've earned this money, you stop working, and you get 52,000 every year, up until you are
Let me
80.
see, 52 divided by 12.
Look at that. And even you can get even for more years than just 15 years because you still have money. See what I mean? And then something happens, you know, there you go. The beneficiaries gets that tax-free.
So you are getting 4,392 every month.
I don't know if you guys are learning something, but I think we've gone over time, guys. I have another meeting, but this was very, very, very good. Did we learn something?
A lot today.
It was good.
Okay. So sorry, Idi, Patricia, there's a question on the chat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's do anyone know how easy you can loan from your account? Does it take long in receiving the money?
No. I just took 5,000 before going on vacation.
Yeah, I've used it as well. It's very, very easy.
Very, very easy.
Really?
Yes. If you have an account, as Dr. Mputu said, you just go, just in the account, just fill in, and they mail the check to you.
Look at that. See what I mean?
Yeah, I did direct
Accessibility.
deposit from my own.
Huh?
I did direct deposit. It took 2 days on a direct deposit
Yeah.
into your bank account.
Now that's
Very, very
something
easy. Very easy.
wonderful. And you know, you guys, whoever hasn't taken the money, when you're taking the money, can you please take it out in the form of a check? Let them send you a check so that we can show people like this is real.
Yeah, I have the check. I have the check right now.
Ah, okay. You are the man. Now we know where to get the source from. Well, this is
Yes.
amazing. We are learning something.
You need to share that with us. And also, in addition, you see, when we see the surrender value, so we don't, it's not a matter of a year. So if you put that 10,000, as you say, lump sum, the amount that's on the surrender value, the interest, as you call it, I think that's the right way to call it, the interest of 6,000 or 7,000, it's immediately appearing on your surrender value. And the soonest that you can get hold of that money, it's 2 weeks. Although it's not advised, it's not advised for you to let the money to mature and else. But if you want the money legally, within 2 weeks, you can request that money out.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff. Yeah. It's our money, right? It's our money. If it's your money, you want to access it, it's got to be flexible. That money is liquid. When, you know, those things, those principles that they say, that is the truth. See where it has that benefit of accessibility and liquidity? That's it right there. You know?
So that's why Doug Andrew is also advising that our emergency fund should be in the laser fund, in the IUL.
Because you see, okay, so
within 2 days.
I rephrase it. Remember when I was training and I was saying, leave at least 5 or 10,000 for emergency? No, don't do that. You heard it, right? Because you can get this money very easily. We put it there for emergency because we think it's quick accessibility, but let it grow there where it's getting nicely warmed up. Huh? and growing very, very well, other than being in the cold bank where is it? So yeah. Just if you want, just leave 1,000. I take 10,000. I leave 1,000 for gas and going to the grocery store and stuff. The other money, put it there so that it can grow. You need it. It will take you just one day. You said, you guys, right? 1 day, 2 days, Kimberly and Tuku, 1 or 2 days, and you get the
Yeah,
money.
for direct deposit, it only took 2 days. No, a non-holiday, 2 days.
Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, guys, it's 1:30. 1:30. This has been so amazing. I hope I was a good trainer. I tried, right? And thank you for everybody that added to today's training. That's how we do it together, right? Together. So until next week, keep on practicing by yourselves with this, illustration. Get your computer when you have a downtime, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, plug in some numbers, play around, go to solve and go to income stream, change it, go to annual, go to monthly, go change the years to 15, all those things we do here. When you're practicing them all the time, it gets better. Because trust me, I'm not going to be training this class for a very long time. Somebody is going to be picked from you guys randomly and say, you're training. So you have to start practicing, right? You have to start practicing. So thank you so much, guys. Anybody wants to say anything before we close? Nothing?
Well, I was going to say thank you so much. And next week, I'll show you guys how to, how we were saying we wanted to put the 30,000?
Uh-huh.
There's a place where you can actually do it, not click in the income stream at the bottom. You can actually put that 30,000 in.
Or
the
not
money
on the top.
come up.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
We are
next
trying
week.
to find various ways and ways of how to do this thing. I'm telling you. So it's everybody's expertise coming to the table, and we're all picking from there. Okay, well, thank you, Gigi. And guys, tomorrow is Thursday. So today, remind your students to come to class at 8 p.m. We have 2 instructors that are really fired up, that are really teaching that class very well. We only have 2 students every time. 2. And these people, there's, the leaders, they are dedicating their time because they want to help our students to pass quick. So students are not coming to class. I understand not everybody learns in a group setting, but majority of the people are just not motivated. So you guys, please remind them tonight at 8 p.m. to come to class, okay? And then, of course, tomorrow morning, on Thursday morning, do we have any training in the morning? I know in the evening. In the evening, we have Diogen teaches a class in the evening on Thursday, which is NBT and EFA. And then, overcoming objections on Friday and stuff like that. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Convention.
Thank you.
Oh, convention. Oh my gosh, convention. Man, I can't forget that. In May. How many of us have bought tickets? Noka, yes, I bought a ticket.
Oh, I bought a
Good to
ticket
have.
too.
You bought a ticket. Katush, you haven't bought a ticket yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's do it quickly, brother. Let's do it quickly, right?
How about you, Cece?
Okay. We don't want it to be 250 and say, oh my God, I should have bought it when it was 185. Nick, have you bought Amos? Have you guys bought the ticket yet? Lessa?
No yet.
Not yet. All right. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it quicker because they're saying that the tickets prices are gonna change. I don't want the prices to change on us. It's 185 for right now. That includes all the refreshments and food and all that kind of stuff. So please, let's go ahead and do that. Lesa, remember that. Let's do that. Okay. That's it for right now. You guys go get them. Let's go change and help families. Okay. Be blessed. Be careful. We love you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.